we've set up a new exercise here for the
Yes, it will
horses
be.
to do. The raised pole circle, which we also use in physiotherapy. Part of the point here, or our main point, is really to
Yeah, good.
engage the horses mentally and to increase the connection between the handler and the horse with this little challenge. As you may be able to see, the poles are all slightly different height. They're not as high as they can be when we sometimes use them in physiotherapy, but it is obviously quite a challenge for the horses because they have to work out how high they have to lift their
So
feet,
this
and
is
they
a
have to
very
go
good
in a fairly small
exercise for the
circle. So some
handler's
horses
agility as
actually
well.
find the
It
the bending and
practices
going in a
knee and
small
hip
circle and
flexion.
then lifting their legs this high fairly difficult. It does require some core engagement. And here is Brenda with her other horse, Clarence. The first one was Bambi. And
Look how
Clarence is
beautifully Brenda
actually was
negotiates the
quite well
poles
trained at some point because he used to be an eventer.
with style and
And
flair.
just have a look how carefully and deliberately he lifts his feet. I think he's doing this exercise extremely well. Um, Everything is very, very deliberate and very careful, and I think it's quite lovely to watch how Brenda and Clarence have their little teamwork going here. It's a good exercise for Brenda as well. Um, keeps the handler fit, and none of the horses here have done this one before the exercise as such. The next one is Bailey doing his bit, and we actually had to spruce up Bailey a little bit. When he first did this, he was not moving on at all, and we had to raise his adrenaline levels a bit by getting him to trot first. You will see how
Okay.
much clumsier he is than the other two horses. Um, at some point, sometimes he seems to be struggling to lift his feet. He clunks over some of the poles, even though I have to say that he's actually negotiating this better overall. There, he just kicked a uh, pole there. There, clumsy, clumsy, clunk, clunk. And note here, I think, oh, it's not this round. I think it will be the next round. He's going to stop, and his hind feet are really close together. They almost look like he's stepping on 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 one of his. Look here, there. You can see the hind feet. They're crossing over. It's all kind of not that coordinated, not as coordinated as one would like. And there we go, clunk, clunk, blunder, blunder again. But he is overall doing it better than I thought he would. But you can also see how I have to push him in so he doesn't drift out. It was not a bad job, but obviously not the best. And here comes Heidi. Um, Heidi has never done this exercise either, and you can see she's actually going straight into Liberty. She she just she just does it. I think she's seen the other horses do it. And also, I've noticed that the more the horses know, the quicker they learn new stuff. She's just picking things up these days, just in no time. So this is new. And now here's her bad side. She finds staying on a small circle on this rein much, much, much harder. And that is also ridden and without the pause. You can see how she's drifting out here onto a larger circle. Um, she's trying to stay in, but it is very visibly much harder for her. So we should probably do this exercise a little bit more often in the future, and there she drifts out again. But she does try. She's a good girl.